my mother has passed away, but there's little things that I can remember her saying. And I remember she called me a pit, not pin. P-I-P. She used to call me a pit. And it was a term of endearment to me. I remember, you little pip, whatever. And she was talking about my character, talking about my personality. It was just that she knew me for who I was, whatever. And it was a good thing. I can feature my mom as, right, you little kid, And it was a great thing. And basically, it was talking about personality. I know that most of you probably have had a personality profile done, and you maybe know where you are in that personality, and you think about where you're trying to fit with Premier. So I'm going to just talk about some personality traits, and then what we can do with some of those traits. These may be slightly different. There's 5 personality traits, okay? One is an openness. Some of you are open to people. You have an appreciation of others. You have emotional ideas. You have great imaginations. You have all these different experiences. And that's an openness type of trait. There's also a conscientiousness. And this is basically the type of people who have self-discipline, planned behavior, and you aim for achievement. Maybe you can see yourself in that category. Some people are extremely extroverted, okay? That they have lots of energy, lots of motion and everything, and go, go, go.
No, we don't know anybody like that.
There's some that have an agreeableness. They have a tendency towards compassion or being cooperative or whatever, and that they have an agreeable type of personality. And then there's some who are somewhat neurotic. Neurotic is not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of times it's pretty negative. But sometimes it's a tendency to have negative emotions, but also it's just people who are emotionally reactive. So when things happen, they get emotional about things. So if you can see yourself in any of those, I'd like to just try to have for you to be a premier pip, okay? Like my mother called me a pip. These are some things looking at what it would be to be a pip. The first P is personable. Be a personable person. Again, as we look at a premier, we need to have an appearance that's pleasing to people. You go and do a show or whatever, it isn't a jean time, it's a time to get a little bit dressed up and basically have this pleasing appearance as you're looking at people. You need to be courteous. You need to be kind. You need to be able to take on anything dealt. You get to a home show, you're expecting 15 people, you've got one person. Oh, this is great, I'm glad I'm here. Okay? Be ready to expect to be able to handle anything you're dealt with. You need to be agreeable. The hostess, you've got it all planned out, we're going to do it in this room, suddenly you're in a small kitchen corner. Okay, I can handle that. I can do that. You need to show interest in others and be sympathetic. Okay, so if you're looking at people, you're looking around the room, you need to have an interest in the people that are there. Be sympathetic for their needs and wants and desires. You need to try to have a feeling for other people's emotions. Some people are good, and one of these personalities may be different to you, but that's them. Be sympathetic with them. You need to be soft-hearted. Be capable of just opening up and softening up. Be broken for the people around you so that you can care and feel for them. You need to make others feel at ease. Hopefully not everybody's tense. I act a little bit of Looney Tune up here a little bit or whatever. But hopefully that most of you are at ease so that you can feel at ease, around the people. Again, you're there doing a show for them. They want to feel at ease with you. And the last item for being personable is take time for other people. So take some of your time so you're spending time with other people. That's our P word, personable. Next word is integrity. A little fewer things, but basically integrity is honesty, but honesty in all situations. Honesty when nobody's looking and you won't get caught. Honesty in all situations. Dependability in all situations. You can be dependent upon no matter where you are, what you're doing. People can look at you. That's a dependable person. I can depend upon them to call me. I can depend upon them if I got a problem that they're going to help me. Then consistency in word and action. If people look at you as, she's always there. She's always saying the right thing. She's always helping me with this. She's always there with that smile on her face. So people can see it, and it's not a phony thing. I'm 5 minutes. Let me finish with one comment. The last one is perseverance. But here's a statement that maybe you can think about whether or not you could say this statement. I'm an honest person who is compassionate for others, and I persistently pursue my goals.
One more time.